Real women murders, not fiction. Love women, don't kill them. Giving real women, unknown women, recognition to the world. Please support our channel and please subscribe.
A Houston woman froze to death after she was left stranded inside of a restaurant freezer for hours. It all happened at Arby's in New Iberia, Louisiana on May 11th.
A tragic situation. The woman's family is now suing the restaurant and franchisee. Fox 26's Natalie He joins us live to tell us what the family's seeking. Natalie?
Well, the lawsuit claims that Arby's upper management knew that the freezer's latch had been broken for several months and did nothing to fix or address the issue. They believe that this death could have been prevented. We do want to warn our viewers that some of the details you're about to hear may be a little disturbing.
Her family talks so passionately about her, about how she was a loving mother.
Nguyet Lee's 4 kids won't let their mother's loving memory fade without justice. The family from Houston is now suing Arby's and its parent company, claiming gross negligence.
It's one of the most horrific deaths you can imagine.
Their attorney, Paul Scribonic, said 63-year-old Nguyet Lee had been working at the Arby's off the South Loop West in Houston for several years, but was asked to fill in as general manager for the New Iberia, Louisiana location for 6 weeks. On May 11th, Ms. Lee showed up to the restaurant at 9 a.m.
She began doing duties to get the restaurant ready to open that day and somehow must have gotten locked in that freezer before 10 a.m. because other employees began to show up at 10, 11 o'clock in the morning and they couldn't get in. I guess they don't give them keys.
Paul said the employees called Ms. Lee's phone repeatedly but received no answer for hours. It wasn't until upper management asked Ms. Lee's son, Win, who had keys to the restaurant, to check on the place nearly 9 hours later.
The general manager realized we don't have any sales at the location today. That's really, really odd, and asked him to go check things out. And that's when Win found his mother about 6 o'clock that evening. Talking to the police officer that investigated the scene, he said she really struggled to get out of that freezer. She beat on the door as hard as she could. There was blood on the door, and she ultimately fell face first and froze to the floor.
Documents say Ms. Lee died of hypothermia as the freezer was maintained at least negative 10 degrees or colder. The lawsuit also claims employees used a screwdriver and a box of oil to help keep the freezer door open.
We know from talking to a former employee there that it had been broken since at least August of last year, and that upper management had come through there and personally witnessed that broken latch, and nothing had been done. He had made repeated requests to get it addressed. And in fact, I'm told that Miss Lee actually made a request in writing to management as well about it.
Up next in the case, the family's attorney tells me that he's asked Arby's and its parent company to preserve any evidence related to this case. That includes surveillance video. Now, we also reached out to an attorney representing the franchisee, but so far we have not heard back. Meanwhile, a spokesperson for Arby's corporate says that they are aware of the tragic incident and says they are cooperating with law enforcement.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.